Wow. Hey everybody, welcome to those Monday night slot cards. Sorry for that. I just wanted to make sure I was live because I've got it up on the work computer back here to kind of get an idea of what you guys can see. And it said I was live, but nothing was happening. So thank you for joining in on this Memorial Day, the last part of the weekend, Memorial Weekend. And once again, thank you to all of our service members for their continued support and the ones that paid the ultimate sacrifice. Hey, Jim. Hey, Matt. Hey, Adam. Hey, Mike and Steffi. Hey, G-Bud. Hey, Mark. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Roski. Hey, Carl. Hey, Mike. Hey, Rick. Don't blow away tonight. Hey, dude. Wow. A lot more people showing up than I thought they would. You know, it is, Monday night. Hey there, Steve. How you doing, buddy? 524. Well, G-Bud, if you're anything like me, that's always a fluctuating number, and it's usually up. Glad you're doing well. Hey, Keith. I've got your text. Sorry I haven't been able to have a chance to reply, but I will, buddy. Here, let me show a picture real quick. I took a picture of the table before I cleared it off. So that's what I started with today. And so, and that was before I got to pull the table back and then, like I said, use my soft sanding sponge, the 409, and then the microfiber towels a couple times, and the whole track got it today. And let's just say it made a nice big difference on how the cars were running. Right there. That way I've got a backup I can see comments. Hey, Dennis. Glad you're here, buddy. Hey, Rob. Hey, Randy. Hey, Paul. Wow. Thanks, everybody, for showing up. Appreciate it. I'm glad you're here tonight, too, Dennis. And happy Memorial Day, my friend. Hey, Steve. And we got, like I said, Mr. Horton. And in case you guys missed it, Saturday night, but I think most everybody that's in the chat right now. But if you happen to haven't caught the Saturday night show, that's okay. I understand. It's been a busy weekend. It's holiday weekend. We all have lives. But Mr. Keith Rooster Horton donated a custom Porsche Coke 962 body. And then he also gave me a pop-up tent, 4 sets of tires, a man with a camera, 2 ladies. So 4 people basically. And that's going to be part of the diorama. And then Steve with Rooster Racing said whoever won the body he would build a custom chassis for. And that is going to be this Saturday night. And if you want to get a head start on maybe buying some of your own stuff and instead of taking the chance on winning, you can go right down below and hit more in the description, and you can see how to get a hold of Keith, and you can see how to go get a hold of Steve with Rooster Racing, and you can also see how to get a hold of Matt with MC Slot Cars. You can see how to get a hold of G Buzz Speed Shop and more. Let's see here, Luke with MX69. And let's see, who else might, like I said, the list just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and that's a good thing. But anyway, there's several people down there that you can support, but you reach out to them and you get some of their awesome stuff. And so tonight we're going to be featuring some of the cars that Mark Slot Car Garage built, because he is the current track record holder, lap time speed wise at Snake Hill Speedway. So we got to give the king his due. And so, hey, it is what it is. If I could put the crown on his head while he was here, it would be there. But for right now, this is my crown. Hey, Steve, thanks for showing up, man. And then, so Steve with Rooster Racing sent me one of his Super 7s, an Area 51 Super 7. And then if you miss Saturday night show again, he sent me this V3 Viper chassis 1.5 ohm monster that we're going to put on the track tonight, and pray that the rails stick, the cars stick, and I don't end up with any holes in the wall, because that thing it's got to be a beast. In fact, I just stuck it right back in the box that he sends them in. He gives you a build sheet. And if you're interested, you can reach out to him directly about any one of the cars that you see tonight, and he'll be more than happy to hook you up. I would rather have a Whopper. Uh-oh, I guess I missed something. But irregardless, I'm excited. So the good news is I've got some custom Lexan body clips on the way from Steve. But we're going to do a comparison with the Super 7 and the Area 51 on a lifelike body with a lifelike clip. And the very same body style, very same everything. And then when those clips come in, hopefully the Postal Service will have got them delivered by next Monday night. And then we'll put the Lexan bodies on that Rick was so gracious to give to me. And then we'll see how much of a difference his Lexan bodies that he gifted me make a difference with on lap times versus the lifelike hard body times. And then, like I said, I've always got little different cars that we can always run. And then, I'm going to try to split it up on Monday nights between running on the track and or combination with showing off track sets. So I'll be doing a little bit of both. But if you guys prefer one or the other just for one night and then switching to another night just for the other, you guys just got to let me know what you like. I kind of like splitting it up. That way it keeps people entertained that could care less about how fast the car goes around my track. But I also understand that a lot of people like to see cars and how fast they go, and maybe how to understand how to modify them, or if they don't want to, who to reach out to get those custom cars that they can run on their track and have fun too. Hey, Ed, thank you for showing up, man. They have the Lexan body clips on them? Oh, okay. A crown back. Hey, Bruce. Hey, Tommy. Well, here, let me. Because actually, that's one thing about Lifelike is they made sure that their bodies were going to stay clamped in one way or another. And I don't like prying on the wheels, so. But I've already got a clip on one, so I didn't notice there was a clip on there. So maybe that's why it's fucking fitting so funky. I can talk. Good grief. My joke went over Scott's crown. Probably because I'm on the struggle bus right now. There we go. Yeah, there's nothing else on this, Steve. The old lifelike clip was snapped right in. Yeah, this is. Oh. I see what you're trying to say. Let me see here. Let me grab one of Rick's bodies here. Hmm. Well, I'll be damned. Yeah. Oh no, I see that now. It's I got it in. That's awesome. Cool. Well, we don't have to run the hard body. All I gotta do is just assemble. Oh yeah. Cool. Success. See? You don't know unless you know. Thank you. Thank you for asking Dennis. He actually had a good day today. He was able to get out of bed and was visit with the physical therapy people and make a lap to the edge of the bed and back before he had to sit back down with some help, obviously. But that's a good sign. So getting him out of bed is a good thing. So, but thank you for checking in and hope you had fun at the car show. That sounds like a lot more fun than being at the hospital. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, me too, buddy. All right, so we got that settled. So thank you again, Rick. We're going to see your bodies on Steve's cars tonight, and then we also have the one that he sent Saturday night too. So thank you everybody for putting up that. Wow, 47 people. Thank you everybody for showing up. Sorry you had to watch a little prep that I thought I was already good for, but I'm glad he pointed that out. But just so you know, you can run it with a hard body if you wanted to, but I don't know why you would. But if you did want to, you could with a lifelike body. All right. So once again, since I'm doing a split show with the track set and the racing time wise, I've only got the one camera set up for the two things. And so once we get done having fun with the cars, then I'll move the camera stuff over and then we will do the track set review. And then I've got a couple of little bonus things thrown in there too. You want to No, okay, I'll clarify. The Lexan bodies that you sent me. You wouldn't want to see mine either, buddy. So no, we're both safe. Good point, though. So, and thank you again, Steve, for pointing out that I could actually mount those. That's good stuff. So, in case you missed the last Monday night show, that I was able to run cars on the track, that we had a functioning VIASU system. Now, I don't see the mayor in here. He said that he had it figured out on how I could get sub 3-second laps on practice, but I don't see him in here. So if he doesn't show up to tell me what setting I need to change, then I'm just going to do it like I did the last time, which is just run the 25 lap race per car, and then I'll just switch the camera view to the TV with the lap times for about half of it, and then the car zipping around the track for one half of it for the other 25, and then we'll just do 4 cars with 25 each like that. But the last time that we did that, just to give you an example of some lap times, I have my car for our Viper class, hard body class, is a GT40. Well, there went the new sheet. This is what I call the Flash right here, and all it's got is albino Viper tires on it. And as an example, it zipped around the track at 3.249 seconds. The Shadow, which is my primary car, because this is just the backup, went almost identical to the, it did go identical to the thousandth of a second, 3.249. Now, Captain America, now we're going to get to the fast stuff. Captain America, which is Mark's Slot Car Garage, his gracious build. Get that up there close so you can see. It is a Viper build. And we got him down to 3.066, which is pretty badass. I believe that I can get him into the 2-second zone. So we're going to try to get him there tonight. And then he also was nice enough to send me this just monster of a vet, and I've named this one the Vettenator, because that's kind of what it reminds me of, the old split windowed vet and the Chevy emblem there. And since I'm a Ford guy, then I tried to name it as mean as a Chevy thing as I could. And this thing flies. And if you read the description below, I got it wrong, and I apologize, Mark. This is the current track holder at Snake Hill Speedway, which is a 2.519 seconds around my track. So we're going to see if we can improve on that with this bad boy tonight. And then, well, I was going to do a comparison between Steve's Super 7 and then a stock Super 7 with the same body, but I'll just go ahead and throw on a stock Super 7 with the hard body on it, just to throw some laps. And then we got the Lexan version of his Super 7. And once again, thank you, Rick. And then we have the Lexan version of his Area 51. And I just popped it off. There it goes. Cool. And then he saw Mark's car blazing around here, and he said, "Hold my beer." And so he sent this. What I didn't think I was going to see something much quicker on my track, but he sent this monster, which is the new Viper V3 chassis. And if you go back to Saturday night show, I actually hold up the spec sheet. I've already put everything that was on the table back in my other room. And so I looked for it real quick, but obviously I buried it, or I would show you again. Just suffice to say, this has a 1.5 ohm arm in it and a lot of other hop-up stuff. And you can get any of these cars, chassis-wise, directly from Steve with Rooster Racing. And as an example, like right now, Bruce is what we're waiting on lifelike clips, Bruce. So just so you know, we're waiting on a lifelike clip, and then he's going to send me the chassis, and then we'll get yours sent out to you. So Bruce is actually going to have one of Steve's custom Super 7 chassis. So this is going to be the battle royale tonight. It's going to be between, I know it's not a fair fight, Mark. I know. So we're going to make sure that they have their own separate records. But as far as overall fastest around the track, we're going to see which one is the big dog on my track for tonight. And but like I said, they'll own their own individual ohm arm record. So like this will have its own 1.5 ohm arm record, and yours will have your own record. But there's only one king of the track, no matter what the ohm of the arm is. And so tonight we're going to try to figure that out. And just so everybody knows, I have not ran either one of these cars today at all. Not at all. The only thing I did run was some Super 7s and a Super G Plus. So I cannot wait to get these on the track. That comes with the chisel to get it off the track. Yes, Paul. 2.5 ohm. Yes, it is. Hey, Ted. Thank you for showing up, buddy. The only T-Jet that I have, we don't actually race them. I've got a factory T-Jet that's on my Batmobile. And then Adam sent me one of those TRX chassis, I think is what it's called. Hey, Slightly. Thanks for showing up, buddy. Okay, so I just saw my light fixture. We're supposed to have some storms tonight. Hopefully that doesn't affect us. That would suck. Kind of have electricity for this whole live YouTube thing. So I can't wait to get these on the track. So like I said, as of right now, Mark's Slot Car Garage is the king with the lap speed record. So give the king his due. And that is a record speed of 2.519. And since I haven't seen the mare, I'm going to switch the Biasu over to the race mode, round robin, so that we can start running some chassis. So what I'd like to do to try to get into the swing of things and work my way up to faster cars, I'm going to skip the Super G Plus, and I'm just going to go straight to the stock Super 7 that's on what has a lifelike clip with a lifelike body on it, which is the Dale Jarrett. So I'll write that down. That'll be the first one. And I'll just write stock S7 lifelike body. All right. So in case you missed it last time, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up. Each car is going to run in the red lane. That's my timing lane. That's theoretically the longest way around my track, but it's kind of even math-wise by a couple of feet one way or the other, I think, if memory serves me correct. But I'll run 12 to 14 laps unless I'm, just crashing a bunch. Then I'll switch the camera view. And so every car chassis is going to get 25 laps. And so the first one we're going to start with, like I said, is the stock Super 7 with a lifelike clip with a lifelike stock car body on it. Go straight to the auto world for warm up. Oh, we're past the auto world, but thanks, Keith. That's funny. So once again, this is literally a bone stock Super 7, just with a lifelike clip for this body. So let me get the Biasu switched over. Yellow flag.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Oh, G-Bud, I forgot about that, buddy. We can get it out there on the track. All right, so here's the stock Super 7. Well, it's not counting the last time here. Just a second.
Yellow flag. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh. It's going to be one of them nights, I can already tell. That's cool. At least I know what I'm dealing with. Well, there was 12 laps, so I'll switch it to the timer so you can see how pathetic I'm driving right now with this car. Yeah. Hey, there's the mayor. This was the stock Super 7 with a see, I hit the camera when I was over there. My bad. Just a second. You lost track already. I'll go back over. Name's still relevant. I'm running at 20 volts. I go a little bit more than the Hopra, I guess. And Mayor, if you're here, can you explain what setting? Oops, that I need to hit to go into practice mode and be able to go less than 3 seconds? Yeah, more power, Mayor. More power. Here, I'm going to finish off the next 13 on this. Okay, no problem. See, Roski's a man after my own heart. He runs at 22. He makes me look like a sissy. Pretty obvious when I crash, it just goes a little quieter, and you hear me try not to say anything bad. I'm trying to push it. I know there's only a well, there we go. I just screwed up the last lap completely because it's only a 25 lap heat. But before I finish, I want to write down the fast time was a 3.867. Oh, I guess I could have done one, but I don't. Oh no, it's going to make them all finish. Okay, well, we got to end that.
Yellow flag. He's over. Five, four, three, two, one, go.
All right. So let's switch camera views. So stock Super 7 with a hard body lifelike clip. And we ran a 3.867. I'm going to skip that one. All right. We're going to go to Stevens, Rooster Racing's Super 7 with the Lexan body. And this is the first time I've ever driven this car, so don't hold it against me. Yeah, Ted, they fly. A lot of mine, I have to go by the blur. Okay. Well, I'll switch it around so you can see what I see. Okay, I hit the camera, so let's see if I can't swing the camera back the way it's supposed to be. So there we go. So let me clean the tires and the crash. I lost the body, so I got to put the body back on. Yeah, this thing's smooth as all. Get out. I wish I could see every lap time like I was on a practice, but I'm afraid if I go below 3 seconds that I won't see it. This thing's a beast. Thank you again, Steve. But we've got some more laps to go. All right, so tires are cleaned. I'll run the next 9 laps. Wow. I tried to get under there. This thing flies and it's smooth to drive. It just, I got to have more time with it, but that's the first 25 laps I've ever driven this chassis. This was the regular S7. This was the stock version, I guess. His version of stock. Yeah. So 3.20 was my best lap. And just so it wasn't a fluke, on my last lap, I even ran a 3.21. So great build. And once again, his information's down below if you want to reach out and get your own. That is awesome. So now we're going to move up to his Area 51. And once again, thank you to Rick for the awesome body. But I got to write that down first. $3.20. Yes. That's pretty sporty. Let's put it this way. That's faster than my Viper race car, obviously, because my the one that I run with my hard body is 3.249, and that just ran a 3.20 and a 3.21. So with a Lexan body and one of his Super 7s, that's how fast that is. That's what I'm saying. It gets it. Runs like a Viper, yes. See, Mark, great minds think alike. I was just spitting that out, and I didn't even know what you was talking about down here. All right, so let me get my ugly mug off of here and go back to the track. And here, let me play with that a little bit too, because I hit the camera There we go. There should be a better view. And here, I'm going to add that. All right. So let me get rid of this.
Yellow flag.
Oh.
Five, four, three, two, one, go.
Wow. Eddie did a 3.524, Mark. And I still need to fix his independent front end because we lost that retainer. And I'm putting the body back on this after I clean the tires as it came flying off from that. I'm not going to give away what it's running, but I'm just saying I'm shooting for something right now. And I'll show you what I'm shooting for here in the next 5 or 6 laps. I won't tease you like that because this car is a blur. Oh, he skipped off the lane. So I'll show you the times now. So you can see what I'm shooting for now. I'm shooting to try to break the 3-second barrier with his Area 51. And it's harder than it looks. I'm pushing this car. No, actually, it's not cardboard. That's a thin piece of, I guess, plywood it's 1/4-inch plywood. And then I put stereo sound deadening on either side of it to try to help with the hollow sound, Ted. And it's also the same stuff that I use for the infield with the grass to make it level up with the track. Got it at Menards. All right, so I got like basically 9 more laps to try to break under 3 seconds and to see if the bias is still going to work correctly. So here we go. Oh, I'm trying. Oh, crashed again. Well, I couldn't do it in 25, but that's the first time I ever drove it. Hey, Josh, glad you could make it, buddy. Hope you did well at your races tonight. So that was the Area 51 from Rooster Racing. And like I said, if you want one of his Super 7s that you saw run, a 3.20, and this one, I know if I could just have more time with it, I'll get this. We'll run it again. We'll run them again next week, just because I'll have some more lap time underneath myself. But 3.07, yeah, this thing would definitely smoke a stock Viper, no doubt. So let's write that down. Area 51, 3.071. See, that's the one thing holding it back, Mark. Yeah, it's the same thing holding back TYCOs too. But I think they corrected that with their V3 based on, this is the first time I've seen one of the V3s in person. This one that Steve sent me, and those traction magnets look like they're twice as wide. So speaking of Mark, my good buddy, my pal, it's time to have a little battle royale here. So far, the fastest car on the track has been Steve with Rooster Racing. I'm going to go ahead and throw on Captain America, which is Mark Slot Car Garage's Super 7 build with a set of Steve's custom rims. And it's on a Viper chassis. And if you remember the last time I ran it, theoretically, we said we got it down to a 2.95. And the last time we ran it, we got it down to a 3.066. So I know we can get it down there. So let me get rid of this one. And let's go into the really fast cars, because this is going to be our really segue. This one should, based on what I just saw, the Area 51, this thing should run. Those things would be a good race with each other. I'll put it that way, based on lap times.
Yellow flag. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And thank everybody for showing up tonight once again. Yes, Ted. The last one, I believe, is running bearings, and Mark's Vettenator is running bearings. But they're the only two that I know of. And they can correct me if I'm wrong. So here we go. This is Captain America. Wow. Okay, so the good news is the Vaisu's running quicker than, or running times that'll go quicker than 3 seconds. So we're off to a really good start there because I didn't, like I said, didn't have a chance to test it. And I've gone 10 laps, but I know if I get in a rhythm, I might be able to go faster. So I'm going to do the last 15 showing the lap times. And hopefully I can beat what I'm getting ready to show you. So good job, Captain America. We've got 15 more laps or 14 hot and grill laps, and I'll try to bust it down as close as the 280s as I can get it. So congratulations, Mark. Kick-ass build, buddy. Yeah, this is the Viper. Here, I'll show the... It's got the winged, you know, the maxi wedge traction magnets. Like I said, this is the one I call Captain America. Love this car. Yep, it has the maxi traction magnets. 271. All right, Rob. Thank you, man. No, that's what I'm wanting to see is let's put some heat on Scott and see what he can do. Oh, let's do it. Trying to make you proud, Mark. Trying to make you proud, Steve. Oh, see, it's not that easy to run quicker than 3 seconds with this car. Oh. Oh, well, I like Rob's faith in me. I'm sorry I let us both down, Rob. Sorry, Mark. But hey, a 297 ain't exactly nothing to scoff at. Yes, Easy Racer. It's a Lexan body. And sorry I couldn't break into the 270s or the 280s, but I ran consistent there for a while before I was crashing. Like I said, it's when you're trying to set a fast lap every lap and you're trying to push it just a little bit more, and the only way to know if you're going too fast is to crash. So, but we did get Captain America below officially below the 3 second zone, because the last time we did it, we were guessing because of the Vaisu system. A little practice. Yeah, thank you, Rob. You're right. I don't run these cars enough except on Monday nights. So, yeah. And it's been, what, a month since the last one? So, Mark, Captain America. 2.971. And that's humping. That is humping. So these two bad boys would be a good race. That's all I'm saying. They'd be fun on the track with each other. So an Area 51 and Mark's Viper, that'd be fun. You want to see 1.5? You want to see your own car get beat? or maybe not, because I might not be able to drive it tonight. But that does bring us to the Vettenator. All bow to the Vettenator. Dun, dun, dun. And in case you didn't know, once again, if you're tuning in late, this is Mark SLOTCAR Garage's custom Viper build with ball bearing this and ball bearing that and super traction this and motor magnet that. And it's a 2.5 ohm arm with a Lexan body. And I call it the Vettenator. And it currently holds the Snake Hills Speedway record at 2.51, what is it, 2.519 seconds. So we're going to give this bad boy another 25 laps and see if he can't break his track record. And then we're going to put up the Challenger for overall lap speed, lap time, because this is a 2.5, this is a 1.5 arm, so they're not really the same. So this one's technically, in the league by itself, but like I said, there can only be one fast car on the track as far as fast lap, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to see if this bad boy from Rooster Racing, which is on the new Viper V3 chassis compared to the standard Viper chassis. So this has got more traction magnet area by double in my book, just by the rough eye. And if that's the case, I'm sorry, Vettenator, but you're in trouble. So anyway, let's see if I can drive these things after all this hype. And thank you both for sending these to me. I appreciate it greatly. I haven't even driven Steve's yet, but I've driven Mark's, and if they're anything like each other, then I'm in for a challenge just to drive it. I'll just put it that way. These are not just hold the throttle down. These are actual, you have to drive these cars, even on my bank corners. I'm just warning you guys now. And that's just the way it is.
Yellow flag.
All right. Yeah, those are they don't have the maxi traction, so yeah, they're it's already in trouble. So here. I don't know if we can build a car that good, Mark or Ted. All right, so here I go. Once again, thank you, Mark SLOTCAR Garage. This is what I call the Vettenator. Oh, well, all right. Well, that was a nice little warm-up lap for me because it didn't start the heat yet because I forgot to start.
5, 4, 3, 2.
So the Vettenator got a little practice run. Kind of hard for the timing system to work if you don't tell it to go. All right, here we go. And this thing is so insanely fast. Like I said, guys, it's if I can drive it. This thing is fast. Man. Well, I'm not going to give it away, but let's just say, Mark, I am doing your car proud, buddy. I am doing your car proud. I haven't beat your record yet, but when I do, I'll show the time if it's not already up there. But I'm just a day's whisker shave away from it. I can just learn how to modulate my throttle. Well, there's 15 laps. I'll swing it around so you guys can see what I'm seeing. So the Vettenator's no joke. This thing is a beast. Just clean the tires. And let's see if I can't beat the 2519. I ran a 258. A 2.4 in it. Oh, so yeah. No pressure, Mark. I'm trying. Oh, tried too hard. Yeah. Well, I got close. And I did beat your track record from before, so we do have an official new track record holder, and it is the Vetonator still. I beat it by 1/1000th of a second. The previous track record was a 2.519, and I ran a 2.518. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mark. And but it was a new record. I mean, come on, man. 2.518. New record. It's the blur. Yeah, Easy Racer. I'm sorry I couldn't get it into the 2.4s because I just need more laps behind these this car. And so next Monday night, I'm going to just run these really, really fast ass cars and get my rhythm going. And hopefully I can pick up those couple of tenths because I know it's there. It's just in a certain couple of spots. But anyway, once again, thank you, Mark. Man, awesome car. GM comes through. Yeah. Even with a Ford driver. Maybe there's the problem. Oh, crack me up. All right, so in comes the Challenger of an unknown manufacturer's claim. So we don't know if it's a Ford, a Chevy, a Dodge. We don't know what it is. We just know that it's been built for speed. And this once again comes from my friend Steve at Rooster Racing. And here. Smart car. Yeah. Yeah. So here it is. Once again, this is his awesome build. I mean, it's on a Viper V3 chassis, 1.5 ohm arm, ball bearing bulkheads, RPM, 722 gear ratio, I believe is what he said it was, pin rear axle, independent front end, aluminum front end. This thing is bad to the bone. And like I said, if you're happy with any of these cars you see running tonight, please reach out to him. He can hook you up. Trust me, several of us on this channel know this. When you win, it's GM. Oh, listen to you guys. Better sell it. Oh, crack me up. I may have to do some body trimming. Maybe not. Okay. All right, let me set it up. Let me see if Scott can drive probably the fastest car to hit his track.
Yellow flag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, sorry. Had to get a drink of Mountain Dew. Oh my God. Out the park. Well, let's just say we got a new track record, and I haven't even made but 5 laps, and then one of them went sailing out of the park when I dared pull the trigger wide open. That's insane. Oh my gosh. Oh, Steve. It's in the living room. No, actually, it bounced off my wall of my door of cars and then landed on the box of pit kits that Adam sent me. So it actually had a nice soft landing. Oh my. Okay, well, I just told you guys it set a new record, but I didn't tell you what it was. But it was within 5 laps. So here, let's just show you. Hole in the floor. So there's the best I've done so far in 5 laps with this car. So let's see if I can keep it on the track. This thing is so fast. So fast. And obviously I can't go wide open with a bunch of momentum through my highest bank speed corner because it literally used it like a ramp last time. So I've got to drive it. Oh my. Oh. Yeah, I've got to be able to drive this car. It's faster than I am right now. I'm in shock and awe. See, I'm having to gauge my trigger because I can't go wide open in the banks. And it's still going that fast. That's what's blowing me away. Is I can't even go wide open in my bank corners. And I'm still. Oh man. Okay, so we're going to go some more laps with this bad boy, but I'm going to go ahead and run all 25 of this one, and then I'll just show you the timer on the next 25. Yeah, this thing. Yeah, I'm so worried about trying to crash it now instead of actually going for a lap time. Oh. Well, I couldn't bust the 250 because I guess peer pressure. But we're going to give it another 25 laps, and I'm going to leave it to where you guys can see the laps that I'm running and not worry about looking up to see the the lap timer to know how many more laps I've got before I need to switch camera views. And let's see if we can't bust it into the 230s, 240s. I'm thinking 230s should be there, but I got to drive it. All right. Okay. Okay, so 2.50.
Yellow flag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Ah, too much wide open too soon. Same bank corner, same result. Cleaning the tires after my crash. It hit the floor. But we're 9 laps in and we're about ready to crest into that 240 zone. So let me see if I can't get back in the groove. Man. Man. Oh my gosh. Steve warned me that this thing might go through my dresser in my bedroom. So I closed my door just to make sure it was going to make a hole in that first, because this is a rental. I'm kidding. All right, so let's see if I get even better. Nope. Okay. I guess stage fright got to me. So anybody that's thinking that, oh, Scott, I was expecting this thing to run so much faster. It's not that the car can't go faster. It's the driver can't drive it as fast as it can go. And so if you guys have never driven a car this fast, the let-off points, even though with these high-powered magnets, comes up on you so quick that if you're going that too fast, that the traction magnets can hold before the let-off zone to let it coast through, which brings me to another point. This thing coasts a little farther than your average car, obviously, because it has a lot more speed. So you have to adjust. It's not your normal let off per se. And this is a brakeless track. I don't have brakes on my track. So it's just all controller. So whenever I say coasting, it's whenever the car is actually moving with very little power, if any, because of the momentum that it already had previously from the juice you gave it. So we're going to see this bad boy again next Saturday or next Monday night, along with the Vettenator, because I believe I can drive both of them faster. We're going to bring out Captain America again too, because I believe I can get him quicker, and then we'll pull out the Area 51 and see if we can't get him a little quicker too, since he ran about the same as Captain America, which is a Super 7, in case you forgot. So Captain America is a Viper, and Area 51 is a Super 7 custom from Rooster Racing. And then this is one of his V3 Viper builds. Dude, thank you so much. Like I said, guys, if you watched me at any length of time, you know that I've always said that one of the big tests for any car is if I can go wide open. This thing gains so much speed so fast that if I start off open right here where I normally do, by the time I get over there, it can't stay on the bank corner. And that is on the outside bank, so it doesn't have a lot of room to slide or anything, but it literally uses that as a ramp. So I have to adjust where I can go wide open based on how fast it's going to be by the time it gets to that bank. And so I literally have to drive it completely differently. Plus the let off points on all the flat corners are different. I mean, it's just, this thing's a beast. They're both beasts, and I got to get my driving skill up to match the level of the cars. So all I can say is thank you guys, and I will do these guys justice. Trust me. Practice makes perfect, and you guys have seen the first 50 laps I've had with this car. Give me another 50 laps, and I can guarantee you I'll be in the 230 zone. So check in next Monday night and watch me do it. No, it's not easy at all. Not easy at all. That's an understatement, my poor eyes. And that's that. Like I said, it's the judging, because the thing is so fast. You have to adjust where you let off, how much you can gun it, where you can gun it, because it's not a normal gun it wide open, because that thing wide open is different than another car wide open. So it's just a beast. So it is official new record. I don't have a name for it yet, but it'll come to me. Hey, no, Steve, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. So for those of you that want to stick around, I know I'm running a little late, but I was having a blast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. But I do have a track review to show off. And if you'll give me just a second, I will swing everything around and we'll rip through that thing. And I'll try to make it within the, next 20, 30 minutes tops. And you guys, that way you guys can get all rested if you have to go back to work for Monday or for Tuesday, for Monday being off. Oh my gosh. I'm sweating because it was so intense trying to keep up with these cars. That is how fast they are. Gotta have the Mountain Dew. All right, so let's get in. All right. I apologize for the earthquake. Trying to get my cords to cooperate now. All right. That was fun. This is going to be fun too. To anybody that's still here. Oh, wow. 44, 45 people. So here we have the Hot Wheels Electric Racing McLaren Challenge. And to answer Mr. Rodriguez's question right off the bat, it usually said it right up front, but of course this time it didn't, just to make me look bad. Oh, someone asked me what I was using to hold up my banks. I cut wedges and then I stuck the sound deadening on either side. So I screw them down from the bottom and then I screw in my track pieces into these, and that way I get a solid mount on my banks. So that's when I say I've got to finish my track over here. That's what I got to do. So let's. Trying to see if there's anything that says it's in 4.5 meters of racing. I don't know what that is in feet. Someone, I guess, could look that up. I'm guessing like 4.5 feet. So yeah, it's about ready to knock over the other part of the prop. Four and a half meters of racing. Oh, how big's my track? My track's 69.5 feet. Sorry, Rob, misunderstood you. So that's the reason why this is in meters is because this is a European track set. And we'll open it up and take a look. Just a second here. I'm going to. There we go. There we got a good view of it. So yeah, this is where, if you were part of a Saturday night show, I asked that if you were pretty good with your TYCO Bible, this is what I'm talking about. I have not been able to find this race set in my TYCO Bible. And once again, thank you again to Rick with Red Dirt Slots for the new one. And so I'm going to go back here again to where I know where the McLarens are, and I'm going to try to find it again. And to those of you wondering what I'm talking about, it's here in the Bible. And if you look under the McLarens, 14.76 feet. Hey, thank you, Jeff. I had no idea. But you see McLaren Mercedes, and nowhere on there do I see McLaren Challenge. I see the European release right here, but that has David on both sides, and that's not this set. So This is why I'm asking for help. If anybody knows where this track set is in this book, because I haven't seen it. Now, here's the interesting thing. Based on my little investigation, here's the 7 and the 8. Here's the cars that came in the set right here. What's the SKU number? What, 37315? All the track's still in there, so that thing's a little heavy to bounce around. Okay, there we go. So, like I was showing off, here's the cars 7 and 8 that are in the track set. And you can see they're identical except for their numbers, 7 and 8. And then ironically, the cars and crew is the very same. I noticed this myself. So there's number 7. And here's number 8. And the cars, to the best of my knowledge, look identical to these right here. And then just throw in one that's not normally seen, because normally people will have these pit kit, cars and crews. If you've seen these, I've seen a few of these for sale sometimes on eBay and Macari and Facebook Marketplace. Both of these is both the 7 and the 8. But it's a little harder to find the car number 9. So we got 7, 8, 9. And it is different on the side, as you can see. The computer associates in a different location. Still got mobile on the front wing, just in a different livery. See the different livery for the mobile. Guess it's the same livery, it's just a different size. But, yeah. So let me move some of this stuff out of the way, and then we'll open this bad boy up and take a look at a European track set. And this particular track set came from Great Britain. And he did a really good job of wrapping everything up. McLaren Challenge. $19.99. And then your standard. No, that's a good question. I didn't know until we just found it right there, Jim. Like I said, I haven't been able to find anything on it in the book or in the TYCO Bible. So I couldn't tell you a lot about it other than what I see on my box. Where's it at? Yeah. No. It's got the factory sealed flags. There's where he had the cars. They were packed away. Well, I was trying to show the plug. Okay. See the power plug? That's the power pack plug. And that's for, I guess, Great Britain utilities. Like we have the tri-plug, they got a tri-plug too, but that looks like a dead guide. So it just looks like a horizontal where we have a vertical. So he warned me, he goes, this won't work in America. And I'm like, I don't want it to work. I just want it to look good when it gets here. Yeah. He's got everything taped together really well. I'm not going to unbundle it all. Oh, yeah, Josh. I would definitely go to their flea markets and stuff like that to see where this stuff is. See about any of it. Yeah. All the cool stuff he's got bundled up really good to keep it from getting broke. And that's just, you know, the crisscross track and stuff like that. So, you know, but all in all, now that I've got it all out, I mean, it's still got the guardrails. I still have the bank supports. It's complete, and it came with the cars. So I consider it a winner. But if anybody can find this specific track set in the TYCO Bible, I'd be curious on where they found it, because I've looked everywhere and I've not been able to see it or find it. Actually, see it, find it, whatever. Nope, wrong way. It's trying to get it over to me. Oh, cool, Jim. Thank you. That's good to know too. No, see, I'm trying to find stuff purposely that isn't in the book. You know, because obviously some really smart people wrote that book, and I'm not a really smart person. So it's kind of cool to find stuff that they didn't know about, and or maybe they got something wrong. You know, we're all human, and I'm sure the record keeping that they had to deal with that wasn't exactly stellar. So there's the set cars, once again, 7 and 8, and there's the number 9 if you've never seen it. There's the differences in the two. You can tell it's set for a while. I mean, look at that tire. Dry rotted. So I'll give it some good love. Get a new tire on there. And then once again, here's the cars and crew that ironically had the very same car number, 7 and 8. They don't come with the track set, but I thought it'd be cool just to show them off, because they are the exact same cars that came in the set, which is kind of cool. And once again, this was called the McLaren Challenge. Pretty cool stuff if you're a TYCO guy like me. I like all the slot cars. I just specifically collect TYCO, AFX, Tommy, Race Masters, and Auto World, and some Johnny Lightning. See what happens? You just keep adding more. So I think it was a productive, hour and 45 minutes or whatever that I was on tonight. Obviously, I think it's a really cool track set. I'd never seen it. Excuse me. I'd never seen it before I had the opportunity to purchase it. It took it like a month and a half to get here from Britain. So this was a long time coming, to be quite honest. I forgot that I even bought it with everything that's been going on in my life. So whenever I did get it, it was kind of a nice surprise, and to see that it made it all the way around the world with the, cars still in great condition and everything else. So kudos to them that packed it. I appreciate that. And once again, this will be one of the car track sets that's going to be on display once I get the shelves up in the living room. Yeah, because like I said, it's a European release. And until someone can show me another one that was made here in the United States, then I'm going to lean towards a European release only. But I have no way of verifying that. And my name's not in that TYCO Bible book. So I can't say that for a fact. But just based on everything that I've been able to find, which is nothing, that leads me to believe that it was probably a European release only. And that's probably why it didn't make it into the book, because there probably wasn't a lot of them made. But so awesome track set. Anytime you can get those Hot Wheels electric racing, they come with great cars. And like I said, if you want to use the track sets themselves, I've never not had one of them not work that's been in this good a shape. So that's one thing about the quality of the track sets and the cars that are older, is they seem to be more durable. I can open up a brand new TYCO that's still sealed, that's 40 years old, and it will run like a champ. The tires may be a little rough, but it'll run like a champ. And that's really awesome to say. So if you missed the first half of the show and you're just catching this last part about the track set and the European track set and the not being in the TYCO Bible and showing off the cars and crews and stuff, I did run some really badass cars on the track tonight. We ran a stock Super 7 with a lifelike stock car body on it, and it went around my 69.5-foot track in 3.867 seconds. And then Steve with Rooster Racing, he does Super 7s with his little tweaks on them. And it has a Lexan body, thanks to my buddy Rick, Red Dirt Slots. And it got down to a 3.20 second a lap time. And then Steve with Rooster Racing also sent me an Area 51. And it also had an awesome body on it from Rick at Red Dirt Slots. And I got it down to 3.071. And I think I can get it into the 2-second zone to be running right with Mark's Slot Car Garage, Captain America. His Super 7 ran a 2.971. So as of right now, he's got Steve's Area 51 by about 0.003 of a second. So that's basically a dead heat. That's driver. So next Saturday or next Monday night, we'll get them back on the track and duke them out some more. And then the Vettenator, the track record holder for Snake Hill Speedway, once again built by my buddy and my friend Mark with Mark's Slot Car Garage, a Super Viper build with ball bearings, a 2.5 ohm arm. We reset his original track record that we had set the last Monday night that we were on, and we got it down to 2.518, which was a new track record. So thank you again, Mark, for that. I appreciate it. And with better driving, I know I can get it into the 240s or 230s. And we're going to try that again next Monday night. And then Steve with Rooster Racing sent me a 1.5 ohm arm Viper V3 chassis that I have just, I've never dealt with anything with that kind of power before. So I'm going to have to learn how to drive both the Vettenator and that B3 that Steve with Rooster Racing sent me, because I could only get it to a 2.50, and I know that car is way faster than I can drive it right now. So with more practice, I think I can get into the 220s, maybe 2 teens. And that's going to take some work, but I think it can be done. I'm just going to have to spend a lot of time behind the trigger, if you know what I mean. So thank you to both Mark and Steve for those awesome builds. I sincerely appreciate both of them, and I can't wait to get my little paws back on the track again. But that's going to kind of wrap it up for this Monday night's memorial show. I hope everybody was at least entertained like I was. Like I said, I'm still sweating. I think I'm going to have to go take another shower because those cars are just so fast, and they just require so much intensity. And then you're live with 50 people watching you. That doesn't help your nerves any either. So anyway, I had a great time. Hope you guys did too. Once again, reach out to all my friends down below. Just hit more, and it expands it all open. Reach out to all those people that support the hobby. Hit them up first, because, like I said, support the people that support the hobby, and that's how we help it grow. And that includes everybody that does videos and channels and stuff like that. I'm not going to sit here and list off everybody again, but I do know that a lot of people have been putting out a lot of good content. And if you just search HO Slot Cars, you will find stuff. Trust me. And all you got to do is look in the chat in this channel, and you'll see a lot of great creators in there. But guys, thank you again for everybody's well wishes with my dad. I sincerely appreciate that. Like I said, hope everybody had fun tonight. I know it did my heart good to have some fun out on the racetrack again for the first time since the last time we did it a month ago. So thank you for sharing that fun with me. Obviously, you can see the smile on my face and the embarrassment all at the same time, because I've got to learn how to pull that trigger a little better. But you guys take care. Enjoy the rest of your week. I know I will see you at some point in time at somebody's show. I just don't know when, depending on the weather and mowing and my dad. But I will try to keep up with all the videos that I can. But you will for sure see me on Slot Car Saturday Night Live this coming Saturday night, when we will be giving away Keith Rooster Horton's custom 962 body that Rooster Racing is going to supply a custom chassis for the lucky winner. And we're also giving away a little diorama set that Keith also included as a gift to the channel, as his way of trying to help support the hobby, and my way of trying to get his stuff out there so more people will hit him up and try to get some more cool stuff for their track. So once again, guys, look for everybody's stuff coming up throughout the week. Look for me personally on Saturday night. Until then, take care. Light some sparks and melt some plastic.